CETV presents America's favorite virtual sports entertainment program, Chao Racing 2023, for the week of September 17th. The action starts off with week 10 of the men's division portion. Everyone is on the clock and ready to go. Let's have a Chao Race! And our first race of the evening features Russian Jackson, Bruno Alonso, Michael Grayson, and Austin Jenkins. And this race is a piece of cake for Bruno Alonso tonight. Bruno Alonso gets the first win as we begin the second leg of our 2023-24 season here on Chao Racing. Dominating effort by Bruno tonight. And now, here's your host, Brandon Channing. A fine blowout by Bruno indeed. Thank you very much, Paul, and yes sirree, tonight starts the second leg of our 69th season of Chao Racing 2023. A lot of action has been produced since the summer training camp, and now the men's division superstars are ready to do the 10th week of the Chao Racing 2023-24 season. Back for the second race after these messages, and congratulations to Bruno on his dominating affair. This week's program on Chao Racing 2023 is sponsored by Meineke. Alright folks, this is Brandon Channing, ready to call all the action for week 10 of the men's division. And Brandon, for the second race of our program, we have Ernie Sanchez, Buster the Jumbo, Ricky Nelson, and Riley Chesters. So let us not delay. Let's go over to the Amethyst course and take a look at this lineup for our next portion of week 10 for the men's division portion of our show. Good luck to the next four competitors. Please start the race. Well, as usual, it's a sunny day here in the virtual Chao Racing Stadium in the virtual Casey's ChaoEmperor world. We don't mind what the weather is in the real world. We like to enjoy no matter what it is. All four competitors are heading for the bridges neck to neck, as the first superstar guest beat us on next week's show is number 8. And look at that, he will have command of the lead over the 4-2 Chao in the back. Meanwhile, number 2 is trying desperately to catch up, trying to get back in the game. He is heading for the water path, trying to get the lead over the 4-2 Chao. And Buster the Jumbo takes BS number 2. He currently has 7 wins of the season. But can he beat Ernie and Ricky down to the wire heading towards finish line? It's going to be a close one down to the wire as number 2 takes the B-Bus. Ernie Sanchez beats Buster and Ricky to the finish line. Ernie gets his second win of his 2023 season. That's right, Paul, and his fan club is showing happy for once. We will return for race number 3 after this message. What an exciting start for this week's program, and now it's time to present the defending world champion to show his stuff, Paul. That's right, our next competitor, Meineke, will take on Steven Robinson, Eric Crosby, and Austin Jenkins on the Sapphire course. That's what we have for race number 3. He currently has 7 wins as of this date. Will he make it win number 8 tonight? We'll soon know. Let's rock this place. Alright, so Meineke has an S rank in the running ability, thus he is the fastest of the 48 Chao, trying to rebound from his heartbreaker last week during our fall preview show. He does not want to waste his chances at a road to repeat campaign bid. He's trying to defend lead over Steven and Austin to come on, and number 1 quickly wakes up from his sleep with the first speed bus on his face. That will help maintain momentum over the 4-0 Chao to come on, and it looks like Eric Crosby has decided to take a snooze. And look at this, Steven Robinson wakes up for us now in the next B-Bus. Right now, Meineke is the first approach to home stretch. Steven and Austin still have a chance to catch up to Meineke in a hurry, but I think Bobby is going to hold on for the lead this time. Eric Crosby will have speed bus, but I think he'll have to settle for 4th place. Yep, Bobby K is going to prove to 8-3 this week. Bobby K, the Bobby Mater, the champ, now has 8 wins for the 2023 season. As Eric Crosby said, the closest for now with bad backs BS. Never give up, champ. Yes, I'm sure he'll understand a lot. Lots more fun after this announcement. Stay tuned. Now, here's the first of our 2 movie course races for this week. Okay, for race number 4, we have Tate Miller, Chip Sube, Dick Steiner, and Donald Reynolds. So get your swimming gears ready. It's time to rumble here on the movie course portion of the Chao Race Stadium. Best of luck to the next 4 competitors. Please start the race! And it looks like number 1 of the silver channel is sleeping, so he'll be left behind and the yellow competitors all the way in the back. Dick and Chip are battling neck to neck, heading up in the front of the pack. And it's going to be a close one, down to one as make way towards the goal line. Looks like Dick is going to hold up Chip for the victory. Dick Steiner wins the battle over Chip Sube. That makes 6 for Dick Steiner as up this date. Right, Paul? And we'll have more assignment here on Chao Racing 2023 after this word from our sponsor. Well, we're back from our commercial break, and now let's proceed to race number 5. This will be the second per course race for the men's division portion, and this next one for race number 5 will have Ben Henderson taking on Corey Sanchester, Brooks Robinson, and the Harlem Chain Master, Ethan Kingsley. So, who is gonna win this next race as we enter the fall half of the 2023-24 season? There's only one way to find out the golden answer. Let's have a Chao Race! Alright. Second per course race for our schedule for the men's division portion. Look at these Chao pusher balls to the other side of the rainbow path. The question is, who is going to be the big winner of this race? Brooks Robinson is our winner, as number 2 will get us. Brooks Robinson got the victory. Yep, and we'll have another exciting race to wrap up the first half after this word from our sponsor. And now we go back to the Amethyst course, the second Amethyst course race to close out the first half of Week 10's men's division portion. Yep, Remy Blanchonti, Peter Foles, Barry Winfriend, and Leon Nesta will be competing on the Amethyst course as the first half of Week 10's men's division draws to a close. Best of luck to these 4 superstars, and please start the race! And it looks like Remy Blanchonti is going to rest, and so is Leon Onesta. So Peter Foles and Barry Winfriend are going to be competing for the opening edge advantage, with Peter Foles currently leading over a short distance over Barry at the current moment. There goes our current leader, Peter Foles. Barry Winfriend trying to catch up in a hurry, and it looks like Peter Foles is pausing for a moment, and Barry is going to sleep, as number 8 will start the speed race for this race, trying to catch up a little bit, and number 1 and number 2 of the Silver Chao both taking a water path, but will they catch up to the other Silver Chao in hurry? We'll soon know. As Remy Blanchonti, there he goes with next speed race, and he's catching up to Peter Foles. Peter Foles battle on Chao. Remy is trying to make a comeback here. Can Peter hold on for the win? As Barry takes the next speed race, trying to stay alive, Peter Foles trying to hang on for the win, and he will. The computer wins the Peter Foles gets number 5 victory to end the first half. As the last speed race of this half of Week 10 will be made by number 2. Congratulations, Peter Foles, on order. Yep, and we are at halftime. Lots more fun after this announcement. Well, here we are in our first race show back from our summer break. And the first half of our races have always put smiles on the Chao Racing Universe fans thus far. Let us continue Week 10 on the men's division for the second half now. And who do we have for race number 7, Paul? Well, race number 7 will have Gary Coles, who finished second place in last season's senior championship race. He'll be taking on Jack Parson, Nolan Helms, and Bryson Dorns. And this is the second Sapphire Course contest of this week's men's division portion. Let's get this race underway with the sound and all the way to here. And off. Let's see how this race unfolds. And 1 Silver Chao, number 1, is going to sleep. That means he'll be dropping down to last place behind the competition. And down goes Scary Coles. He had a little bit of a setback when he finished as the runner-up in last year's senior championship. But now he really wants a trophy to add to his collection this season. Right now, he has command lead over Bryson Dorns as our 4 competitors climb up the wall. And look at this. Number 1 taking speed bus. And after forcing to go to the best, he now leads over the 4 Silver Chao in the back. Now, number 1 will have the privilege to defend the lead over the 4 Silver Chao against his gruesome opponents he always likes to hate about. And who will take speed bus number 2? It is Jack Parson, who just went to sleep. Now trying to make one last effort to stay alive. Gary Coles has command lead, going for win number 8 in hopes of bringing home a trophy this year. And Jack Parson takes back-to-back speedruns, but I think he's going to wind up in second place. Gary Coles is still going to have a little bit of breathing room to win this one easily. And Gary Coles is our winner. That's number 7. We'll get a speedrun. So Gary Coles now up to 8 wins in hopes of returning to the playoffs for 2024. That's fine. He really wants a championship this year, no matter what championship he's playing for. Back in the bed, do not go away. And now, Chao Racing fans, how about we sit with our race number 8? They heard the vote, and let's get to it. Race number 8 will have Vance Alfred Porters, Alex Markinson, Tess Everett, and O.J. Upton in our second Ruby Course contest of the day. There's a look at the lineup, and let's send it down to the Ruby Course again. Get your swimming gears one more time for the men's division, and let's rock this place! There goes our 8 competitors. Tess will be up in the front, with number 2 battling with Vance for second place right behind him. Look at the 8 Chao go swimming across pool area, trying to get a win to come back next season. And Vance has made a pass from Tess. Now he'll have the privilege to defend the lead over number 8, and he's going to win this one. Vance Alfred Porters is our winner of race number 8, as number 7 will get us. So Vance Alfred Porters gets his long-awaited second win of his 2023 season. Yes, sir, we will be back after this. Welcome back to our return of season 69. Still to come, Paul, we got the first main event of the fall half of this season, where our good old Gunner Star dancing buddy Garrett Dayton looks to dance his way towards his second Superstar of the Week honor. Is that correct? That's correct. We're looking forward to that race. But right now, for race number 9, we have Raymond Hill, Patrick Garner, Larry Monroe, and Kenny Days. This is the last Pearl Course race of our schedule for the men's division portion. So let's send him down to the field and wish him all the best. We have placed the balls on the field one more time, and let's get ready to rumble. Let's have a Chao Race! Alright, and Patrick Garner is going to rest, thus giving Raymond, Larry, and Kenny the opening edge. These 3 Chao push the balls to the other side on the rainbow path, and they made it to the other side. And here comes Raymond and Larry battling the way towards finish line, and it's Raymond Hill who's going to walk away with the victory. Raymond Hill is now up to 5 wins as of today. That's right, he's not letting his fan club down yet. Coming up, there's more exciting action for you, but first have a look at this. Now it's race number 10 of week 10. That's fine. We have Joshua Salmore, Shane Flanagan, Thomas Linklater, and Kim Diggersburg. That's what we have for race number 10 of week 10 for the men's division portion. Let's go down to the Athens course one more time for this week. And please start the race. Alright, our 10th race of our 10th week for the men's division portion is getting underway. And right now, Joshua starts to pause for a moment, trying to figure out the strategy. Thomas Linklater battling with Shane Flanagan up at the front, and it looks like he is going to be heading for the water, along with a couple of others to Chao. Thomas trying to maintain momentum in front of the Chao, and who is going to get the first speeders this time around? It's Kim Nickersberg, who went to rest. Now trying to catch up to Shane Flanagan over at the bridges. Thomas Linklater has a commanding lead over Kim Nickersberg, who is battling with number 8 for second place right behind him. Looks like Thomas is going to win this one easily. Yep. As number 2 taking next PS, trying to stay alive. Thomas Linklater tallies up another 5 wins to his growing collection of victories. He is up to 5 wins now. And poor number 1 has no hope of surviving whatsoever, as he barely gets the last PS for this race. Never give up, Thomas Linklater. Yep, he's a winner this week. Let's see if he'll do it again next week. Back in the bit, do not go away. Alright, Paul, we got 2 more races left on the men's division portion. Tell us about this next race. Alright, next up we have Annie Barngruber, Mitch Carmel, Eli Hauser, and Casey Richardson for race number 11. And remember, fans, to stick around for the second portion of our show, where we will have our official debut of the 2023-24 season Women's Division Divas. You don't want to miss out on cheering on your favorite ladies. So, with that being said, let's go back to the Sapphire course, take a look at the lineup, and let's continue all the exciting action we have to offer on Chao Race 2023. Everyone's on the clock, and let's rock this place! So, before Gary Dayton gets a chance to defend his main event title in the next segment, this segment will focus on the Sapphire course, where it's a test of climbing up the wall and swimming across the pool area in one part of the Chao Race Stadium. And right now, down goes Casey for the count, and it looks like Annie Barngruber is going to rest. That means he'll have to drop down a place or two to the nap. As Eli Hauser takes the first speed bus, quickly climbing up the stone wall, and it looks like Casey Richardson is going to rest. But look out! Here comes Mitch Carmel. He's going to stay away with the next man's speed bus. Now he'll have to privilege a battle with Eli Hauser for the lead up in the front. Eli and Mitch battling for the lead as they enter the home stretch. Casey trying his best to stay alive too. As number 1 will have the next command speeders. And it looks like Mitch Carmel is going to have a little bit of breathing room as they approach the finish on the Sapphire course. And Casey making one last effort to stay alive with the next speed bus. But Mitch Carmel holds on for the victory. Mitch Carmel gets his second win of his 2023 season tonight. You said it, Paul. And we'll get a date to make it 2 in a row in the main event. Find out after this. And now, folks, here it is, the first main event back from our summer break. Take it away, Paul. Alright, this main event is presented by Vicks, makers of Babel Stick and Babel Shower products. Tonight, our returning champion, Gary Dayton, that famed Gunner-style dancing buddy we all know and love, takes on Dominic P. Hamels, TJ Edwards, and Daniel Heaton on the big Emerald course race about Chao Race Stadium. Let's find out if we will have another round on the Gun-style dance, and if Garrett Dayton will have his second Superstar Week honors to close out this portion of our show. Let's have a Chao Race! Alright, so most of the fans are going to focus closely on our returning champion, Gary Dayton. So far, he has 4 wins for his 2023-24 season. And right now, the 4 are going to eat the food. And there goes Daniel Heaton, battling for the lead ahead of Dominic and TJ at the current moment. And it's number 7 who will start the speed bus for this race. And it looks like TJ is heading for the warpath, trying to maintain momentum over Dominic and Daniel over at the bridges. As the superstar gets speed bus number 2 is Dominic P. Hamels. He leaves Daniel Heaton sleeping in the dust. And look who's going to defend his main event championship! It's the Gunner Star Master we all know and love, Garrett Dayton, with his shortcut strategy. As number 2, well, the next command because Dominic is in shock. He gave away the lead to Garrett Dayton after he was dancing to the beat at the Chao Race. Now Dominic has a long way to go if he wants to catch up with Garrett Dayton in a hurry. TJ also doing his best to stay alive, and look at this. He's going to pass Dominic, who's going to sleep. That will move up to second place. And Daniel Heenan might need a miracle to pass all 3 of his opponents as we enter the next portion of the Emerald course. Next BS belongs to number 8, who desperately needs to catch up every now and then. That should move on a couple places. Garrett Dayton has control on the lead. TJ doing one last effort to stay alive in the pack. Number 2 will have the next command BS, and Garrett Dayton is heading for the home stretch. TJ and Dominic both really want to catch up to Garrett Dayton, but it looks like there will be no match for our Gunner Star Master. As Daniel here takes the next BS, we're going to do another round on the Gunner Star dance, ladies and gentlemen, because for the second week in a row, Garrett Dayton is your winner of the main event. He now jumps up to 5 wins for the season, and number 7 with his second BS bids a deal to the other third Chao. So, we're going to Gunner Star way to close on the men's division. That's right, and stay tuned, folks. When we come back, we will have the official debut of the 2023-24 Women's Division Divas. Don't go away.